Hello and welcome to the Bass Guy Show. My name is Bass Guy, and this is a show about a guy who plays the bass. Although right now I'm holding a guitar. We're on YouTube Live, and as you just heard, our show is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this time. If you need to know anything more about the show, you can visit bassguyshow.com. Thank you for being here. If we look out the Bass Guy Show window, you can see Weather Guy's truck down there on the left. He just stuck his hand out the car there and having a little conversation or something. Someone keeps parking in his parking space. We just put some bird seed on the feeder. That truck that you see, that's my friend there. He's constructing a porch around the corner. He's done it in just about a week. He's been working really hard, and he's been constructing a porch, so it's been really busy here. I'm going to be live looping some drum sets. This is episode 1120 of the Bass Guy Show. All the audio and video and sound effects and everything you hear is just being done by me in a room, and I'm somewhere in Montreal next to the Couche-Tard. We're going to be doing show and tell today. We have something a little bit different for show and tell today, and we're also going to be doing song of the day. Larry, can you turn off the flippin' sound effects? Sky of the Universe is here. Hello, Sky of the Universe. Good day, Bass Guy. It's been a while. If you're watching the replay of this, you can even watch the replay of the live chat. It's called a live chat replay. That's Larry in the back. Hello, D. Crumshole. Hi, Bass Guy. Everybody follow Sky of the Universe. He does great videos taking you around Montreal. And that's where we're broadcasting from. I'd like to start off with a little bit of music in the key of E major. Feel free to jam along. And then in about 10 minutes, we're going to have Frankie McDonald calling in live with the weather. Thank you for being here. Feel free to share this. Just hang out and have a listen. Ooh, heavenly. Shaka. Kind of like cooking. I'm just looping live. The show's going to be about an hour long. A busy day ahead of us. A lot of things to get through. tuning into my little rinky-dinky internet show. going to be talking about some heavy topics later on. I have some things I need to get off my mind. So stick around if you want to see Bass Guy lose his shit. Hello, Jay Forsyth. Welcome, Jay Forsyth. Love and peace to you all. Hello, Martine, Sentio, and Crumbs Holes, and Sky of the Universe, and Slop. You're watching the Bass Guy Show, now with more and less content. Thanks for being here, everybody. Mother, there's far too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. You see, war is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so I can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? In the meantime, everybody thinks we're wrong. Who are they to judge us? Just cause our hair is gone. Oh my god, the 212 is outside. The 212, we've got to find a way. It's a Shaka miracle to bring some loving here today. Picket lines, picket signs. Don't punish me, brutality. Talk to me so I can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? In the meantime, What's going on? 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 Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Somebody please. Mercy, mercy, mercy me. That's right, Crumsels. Thanks for tuning into the Bass Guy Show. We're going to have Frankie calling in now with the weather. This is a live one-take show. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your time with us here. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. We're going to be talking about fear today as our theme.
Allait-elle continuer à utiliser Anacine? À Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue, 84% ont dit oui.
2 for 1. So some pretty good deals out there. It's a good time to shop right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to show you 17 quick and easy steps
So
that
there's
each
some
can take.
B-roll. Sorry if I'm not so organized today, but someone's crying. I don't know why you're crying. It's a pretty... That song is, that's Marvin Gaye. And that album, the record company didn't want to release that album because they thought it was too provocative. It was full of too many, what you might call, truths. Truths are, the truth is a hard thing, especially with social media. I try to stay away from social media. It kind of makes you sick after a while. And we're living in a world now where people are treating their opinions like they're facts rather than science and knowledge and research. The internet is a place where we can all come and just, everyone on face, I don't mean so much, not here, of course. But people go on social media and whatnot, and everyone's like pissing in the wind, throwing their comments all over the place, and that's what I want to talk about later on today. Is not actually that, but about things that are happening. There's a huge event coming up in Montreal this Friday, and they're expecting up to, I think, 450,000. That's 250,000 to 500,000 people are getting together in Montreal today for the climate change march to raise awareness for what we're doing to our planet. And of course, Greta Thunberg is going to be there. But first, we're going to take a phone call from Frankie McDonald. The live weather.
Make sure every winter boots, winter jackets, hats, and gloves, scarf, ski pants is ready. Order your pizzas and order your Chinese food. Buy cases of Pepsi, buy cases of Coke. Make sure every furnace is ready to turn on.
Hey Frankie, you look like you're in a great mood. How's it
I'm
going?
doing great so far.
Amazing. You at the Mayflower Mall today, Frankie?
Yes, I'm at the Mayflower Mall. This time of year, people get a lot of colds because of the transition period.
That's right. So it's important to dress up warm, get lots of soup, and
That's why I got to drink lots of green tea in the fall, because a lot of the transition season means people get colds this time of the year all across northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, because it's fall in my area. It's spring in William Bush's area in New Zealand.
Okay, yeah, I have a bit of a cold. I caught one last week. It's the weather's changing out there, Frankie.
Because the weather's changing both northern and southern hemispheres.
We have a viewer here. His name is Toon, and he's saying, "Can you say hi to Frankie for me?"
Hi, how you doing?
Great. So Frankie, we're at the final step of the GoFundMe for the Frankie McDonald laptop. We've reached the goal. It's incredible.
Yes, man got the money.
Yeah, so we're at the last stage now where we're just trying to get the money actually to Frankie. We did a fundraiser, and although, you know, what do we have? We have 5 people watching my show right now, but we managed to get together and raise over 6,000 Canadian dollars to get Frankie a laptop that he's been asking for.
Like 5,258 American.
Isn't that amazing of your fans helping you out, Frankie?
Yes.
That's great news. So we're almost there. So there's a laptop, the GoFundMe. People have been supporting you. People believe in you and they want to help you and lift you up. How do you deal with trolls and haters and stuff like that, Frankie?
I ignore all trolls and things like that.
It's the only way, really.
MSI Titan GT7060 has a 4K UHD monitor.
Because at the very beginning of the GoFundMe thing, we had a lot of trolls write to me saying that there's no way we could do this and we're never going to reach our goal. And we reached the goal within 3 weeks. So there you go. That's amazing. Your fans love you, Frankie.
Yes, they do.
Can you tell us about what's happening?
On that laptop, yeah. And there's a 1 terabyte solid state drive. When they put the operating system, when they put non-important programs, it goes in a mechanical hard drive, 7200 RPM. That's another terabyte.
Oh, that's amazing. It sounds like it's super powerful and efficient. You're going to use it for your weather reports and stuff, Frankie.
That means it can even put all the old videos on the hard drive, mechanical hard drive, and it's moving parts.
Okay, so it's just around the corner, and other things around the corner is this Saturday. What's going on?
This Saturday, Screaming Eagles playing against St. John Sea Dogs.
Isn't there going to be some like famous weather reporter on CBC radio or something?
Debaters. And that means that's a comedy show.
That's right. It's a very, very famous comedy show here in Canada on the radio every Saturday, or once in a while, I'm not sure. But Frankie's already done his part, and you're going to be on it. You're going to be on radio across all of Canada, Frankie.
Yes, and say BBC satellite radio all over the world.
What's going on in the world right now, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far, and guess what? And once I get that laptop, yes, operating system will be on a solid state drive, non-moving parts, and the hard drive has moving parts. Not important programs go on the hard drive.
So that's like its allocation. It's being allotted to a certain designated part to make the computer run faster. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I know that. That means when you're putting all the junk goes into an HDD 7200 RPM.
So you're going to have no problem at all doing your forecasts and weather reports and monitoring and stuff with a laptop that powerful.
That means, and it has a 8 gig dedicated video card. That's another thing.
Okay, that's another thing. Okay, and Frankie, what's going on at the Mayflower Mall right now? Have you had your lunch yet?
People were shopping last month. There's a lot more people at the mall because of summer vacation. Today, kids were having in-service in Cape Breton Victoria Regional Center for Education, and in schools, the kids are having a day off from school today because the teachers having in-service.
Okay, I'm getting a text message from my neighbor Ryan, who has his own radio station in Montreal on traditional media, Frankie, and we've mentioned you on his show as well. Here he has, and he's saying he has a guy over there right now who shot a video that he wants to see,
yes,
and blah blah blah.
I did a video, and I also did a video about talking Frankie down bobbleheads on YouTube. And I did a video about my action figures and packaging as well.
Okay, and what's happening with the Frankie McDonald action figure?
Starting to sell it again because of the video on YouTube I posted on Godlike Productions myself.
Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Frankie McDonald, what is the weather in North America right now?
And warm air and cold air fighting each other. It's going to be a snowstorm in Montana on Saturday in Great Falls, Montana. They're getting 50 plus centimeters of snow there. And starting off rain, changing over to snow in Helena, Montana, and Missoula, Montana. It's going to bring snowfall in Calgary, Regina, and Banff, and Lake Louise, and Field, British Columbia. Since the 20-degree drop's going to hit Alberta, Montana, and Saskatchewan.
Okay, thank you for that, Frankie. And what's the weather like over in Europe and Russia and things like that?
It's going to bring more rain in Europe, and it's going to be getting colder in Russia right now. Yakutsk is still not that cold yet. It gets really, really, really hot in Yakutsk in the summer as well. Same with Oymyakon and Magadan, Russia. It gets really hot there in the summer.
What's the coldest place in the whole world?
Vostok Research Station, Antarctica.
You really like the cold weather, don't you, Frankie?
That means without snow.
Without snow, okay. You like to do your weather reports in the winter, though, don't you?
And did you hear about that? And did you hear about that? I do it so much. And the videos, and did you hear about that one? That powerful laptop will be in my hand soon enough.
Yes, we're almost there. That was an amazing thing, Frankie, that we, achieved there, getting everybody together with the help of Sloppy and Van and other people, and all your fans came together, and people really, really want you to be happy, and they're supporting you. So that means you're doing amazing, Frankie.
The next thing I'll get the powerful laptop, MSI Titan GT76.
That's amazing. Weather forecast for the weekend, North America?
That means it's going to be cool and warm. They're fighting each other there.
Amazing, Frankie. Well, we'll be in touch with you, and I'll keep you updated as soon as I find out any new information about the laptop getting to you, okay?
Yes, that means, and did you hear about that? That laptop is a powerful one, and keyboard lights up and everything. It has a FHD webcam. It has a 4K UHD screen.
That's an amazing, amazing laptop. Have you?
And another thing, I got a 4K UHD webcam on my desktop computer.
Amazing. Have you seen that laptop before? Have you ever seen an MSI laptop before?
I seen that earlier this year.
Okay, amazing. Well, congratulations, Frankie. Your friends love you. You're going to be on the Rob and Slim show as well, aren't you, soon?
On October 9th, 2019, 10 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time.
And if anyone's watching the replay of this, congratulations. And be sure to check out Frankie McDonald on CBC Radio Canada. CBC Radio in Canada this Saturday around lunchtime. You're going to be a guest on the comedy show called The Debaters. That's going to be exciting, Frankie.
Yes, it's going to be. Means my voice will be all over Canada. Even people living up in remote communities up in Nunavut, they'll be hearing my voice for the first time ever.
Well, I got news for you, Frankie. I'm sure you know, but there's going to be a huge march this Friday, actually, in Montreal. Almost 500,000 people are supposed to be gathering.
Yes, and Greta's going to be there.
You were saying that the security will be extremely, extremely tight, won't it?
Yes.
But there's so many people, and they're all going out for a good cause. They're trying to get governments to take action for people to reduce their fossil fuels, etc.
They have to have all kinds of police officers, all kinds of canine units.
And what are all the people saying at the protest and the march? What is their point, Frankie?
Trying to fight the climate change.
And is that important, you think, in your opinion?
Because the governments are not helping, especially Eastern Hemisphere countries.
Let's talk about science for a second, Frankie. What's happening with the ice caps and the ice melting?
In the North Pole, did you hear about that? Did you hear about heat death of the universe?
Pardon?
Heat death of the universe.
Okay, and then the temperature is rising, and you can see, I've been out filming floods in my own area. I mean, what evidence do people need?
That means when the sea levels drop a lot, that causes an ice age.
Okay, so what do people need to do, you think? What do we all need to do, aside from...
Reduce burning fossil fuels. Eastern Hemisphere countries like China and Vietnam and North Korea and Russia, they're not interested in that.
We have someone here saying, congratulations, Frankie, and have a good one, too, in everything you do. So people are supporting you here, Frankie. And we have to be good to each other. I remember you said that once. We need to all be good to each other. That's the first place to start.
Yes, each other. That means I'm going to be on the radio. That means more people discover me this Saturday.
You're becoming more and more popular all the time, Frankie. How popular, do you think you can get?
It's going to get even more popular this Saturday because of debaters.
Do you think I should go to the march this weekend, or should I just do the show?
Just do the show, because at the march they got so many security, so many police, and so many canine units and everything.
And I used to be young and fit, but I've had 2 spinal surgeries. I have spinal damage and a very bad back, so to be stuck out...
so many police and so many canine units, so many German shepherds and so many security guards will be there.
But it's a good cause, and they're going to be giving, our mayor of Montreal, Valerie, is going to be giving Greta Thunberg, however you say her name, she's getting the key to the city, Frankie.
Yeah.
For her good work at the UN and doing her speech, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. Frankie McDonald, will you call back on the show on Friday?
Yes, I'm Frankie McDonald. You listen to the Bass Guy Radio Show.
Thank you, Frankie.
Make sure every winter boots, winter jackets, hats, and gloves, scarves, and ski pants is ready. Order your pizzas and order your Chinese food. Buy cases of Pepsi, buy cases of Coke. Make sure if your furnace is ready to turn on your furnace to keep those warm. Drink lots of green tea, white tea, red tea. Drink lots of green tea to keep you warm, Make sure if your shovels, snow plows, snow blowers, and salt trucks ready as well. This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Snowfall's headed towards Calgary, Alberta on Saturday, September 28th, 2019. It's going to bring up to 10 centimeters of snow or more, including the city of Calgary and Canmore, Alberta, and Banff, Alberta, Lake Louise, and Airdrie, Alberta. It's going to bring lots of snow. Roads will be snow covered. It'll be dangerous and treacherous driving conditions. Will be heard for people walking in Calgary, Alberta, surrounding areas as well. Sense of cold air is coming from northern Canada. It's going to bring lots of snow in Field, British Columbia, Banff, Alberta, Lake Louise, Canmore. It's going to bring lots of snow on Trans-Canada Highway number 1. And snow up in the mountains in Calgary, Alberta. Sense of Calgary's going to turn really cold on Friday, September 27, 2019. Sense of a 20-degree drop. And on Sunday, September 29th, 2019, snow will continue in the Calgary, Alberta, and the surrounding areas as well, including Canmore and Banff. Sense of cold air is coming all the way from northern Canada. It's going to bring dangerous and treacherous driving conditions. It will be cold air coming from northern Canada. That's going to bring snow in Calgary, Alberta, and surrounding areas as well. People in Calgary, Alberta, be prepared. Heavy winter boots ready, winter jackets ready, hats, gloves, scarves, ski pants ready. Order your pizzas and order your Chinese food. Buy cases of Pepsi, buy cases of Coke. Doing grocery shopping? Don't wait till the last minute. Do it right now. Make sure if your Samsung Galaxy charge, Samsung Galaxy smartphone charge, Samsung Galaxy tablet charge, smartphone, cell phones, laptops, tablets charge, ever 3G, 4G, internet ready. When you drive a car, take your time, drive a car, slow down, so you don't get in car accidents. When you go for a walk, be very careful walking so you don't slip and fall. Make sure if your furnace is ready, turn on your furnace to keep those warm. Drink lots of green tea, white tea, red tea. Drink lots of green tea to keep you warm. Head for extra blankets ready to keep you warm as well. Make sure if your shovels, snow scoops, snow blowers, snow plows, and hefts and salt trucks ready as well. If you have anybody living in Calgary, Alberta, and surrounding areas, including Banff, Airdrie, Canmore, and Field, British Columbia, be prepared for snowfall on Saturday, September 28, 2019. Take care, stay safe. Don't get caught in the snowfall. Stay warm, be safe. Make sure every winter boots, winter jackets, hats, gloves, scarves, ski pants is ready.
So I'm a little bit distracted here. I'm trying to find something here for my friend, but I can't find it. I'm just going to go on with the show. It's a very quiet day today. It probably is good that it's a quiet day because, I don't know, people are probably doing things that are better than being on the internet with me. Yeah, so I can't always be busy. So I guess we're going to do show and tell today. It's a bit of a silly intro, considering that I for once, I used to talk about serious stuff. I try to just stick to the music and have fun. But we're going to do show and tell now.
Woo-hoo! Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
Okay, so usually at this point I show a episode from like many years ago or whatever, or show you what I'm up to. But today we're going to talk about something a little bit different, something a little bit more serious. The climate. There's just a few things I want to get off my mind. I don't even know why or who I'm speaking to, but I just want to, express my opinion about this because it's kind of heartbreaking, really. It's kind of like the title of this segment could be "What Really Grinds My Gears," or it could be "No Good Deed Goes Unpunished." It's pretty obvious when you watch TV and there's kind of a phenomenon, and you see something that changes things, like someone comes along and something happens. So we're talking about Greta Thunberg, who spoke at the UN. She is from Sweden, and she protested outside her school every Friday. Sorry, she skipped school every Friday and would go to her government building and protest against climate change at the age of 15. And eventually she sailed over here and gave a speech 2 days ago at the UN, as our mayor of Montreal did as well. And she's just, I don't know what the story is, but what bothers me is people's judgmental opinions and people jumping. Anytime anybody does something good, it's got to be fake or it's got to be wrong or whatever, And she's in the right place at the right time. And she even said herself she doesn't want it to be about her. She wants it to be about the science. And in my opinion, you have to be living under a rock, or you have to be stupid to think that everything is okay, that the world is fine and the environment is fine, you know? It's obvious, like there's flooding going on in my town. I live amongst environmentalists and scientists and people like that, and the evidence is there. It's been there for decades. There's flooding. Frankie McDonald, who we just did the weather with, he talks about it all the time. Anyway, that's not the point. You've known that. You have your opinion. You've seen it on TV. People are saying it's her parents and that they influenced her, and the adults around her have destroyed her and should be ashamed of themselves, and just people attacking her. And it's basically based on fear. People are afraid. They're afraid of their capitalistic world, you know, their Disney World and Coca-Cola and their big house and shiny car. They feel threatened by that if someone comes along and says, hey, this is not cool. So anyway, I'm not talking left or right or anything, not even my opinion, just that she went on to the UN, she spoke for 2 minutes and said amazing things. And because like she's young and she made some weird face movements and she's got Asperger's, people jumped on her and attacked her. Like if you look at the comments on the video on YouTube, they're disgusting. They're almost as bad as the way people drive. They're really bad. And think about it. Who cares like where she came from, and if her family's good, her family should back her and support her and help her. You know, to do something good in this world and then just have all the major networks. I wrote some stuff down here because I know I'm going to ramble. Here are some things that major news networks have been saying about her. That she's an alarmist. It's the adults around her. They're blaming her parents. It's hysteria. She's just a kid with little life experience. I have a lot of life experience. I'm 45 years old. I've lived all over the world, and I think she's completely right. It's bad for youth's anxiety. It's like they're campaigning against her. Just no one, and the whole time, no one's even talking about science or the environment. They're just, you know, giving her blows. Not a balanced view. Apocalyptic. Kids should be in school. This is one of my favorite. Concerned around child eco-anxiety. She just has Asperger's. Fear-mongering. The news stations are talking to child psychologists. So projection and blame and guilt. Left-wing views. Climate hysteria movement. One guy, I'm sure you all heard about it with the podcast, said she's just a mentally ill Swedish child. The climatology cult. And then people saying that she's got this one that bugs me the most, when people say that you're OCD, like they fling it around like it's an expression nowadays when it's actually a serious illness. You're insulting people who actually do have that. And also anyone who is able to focus or work hard or be good at something, there must be something wrong with them, right? And then one news woman said, Children of the Corn. I can't wait to hear Stephen King's Children of the Climate. And then I could go on reading all the comments on YouTube, but they're too disgusting. Do you guys remember, if you ever watched the show Mad Men, do you remember the 1950s, how people didn't wear seatbelts? They drank all day and smoked cigarettes, and then we found out that it was bad for us? That's what this is. We're learning and we're growing. The climate is definitely screwed up. It's science and math and facts. And to see so many people on TV shoot her down. And the other thing that was amazing was she was in the UN and Donald Trump walked right by her and turned his back to her. And she was just standing there. And there's Donald Trump with like 40 or 50 secret security guys, his entourage, and like all powerful and big and everything. And then there's this little, there's this young woman who's 16 just standing there in the corner. And she's done more than he'll ever do in 100 lifetimes. She's brought awareness to the world, and it's really important. I could go on and on, but I think it's disgusting. I don't usually get this serious on the show, but I think it's disgusting how people are so eager to put people down and to say it's this and it's that and it's left and it's right and it's wrong and she's crazy and mentally ill, and no one is even talking about the point that the climate is changing and the world is in trouble. So that's one way to look at it. The good way to look at it, not to look at it, but that's what I saw, and I think it's really sad. We live in a really cynical society right now, and good for her, and I'm proud of her, and I 100% stand behind her. There are expected to be about 250,000 people in Montreal, where I am right now, this Friday, and our Mayor Valerie Plante is going to be giving Greta the keys to Montreal. So let's have a look right now at Greta's speech.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe. The popular idea of cutting our emissions in half in 10 years only gives us a 50% chance of staying below 1.5 degrees and the risk of setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond human control. 50% may be acceptable to you, but those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution, or the aspects of equity and climate justice. They also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable to us, we who have to live with the consequences. How dare you pretend that this can be solved with just business as usual and some technical solutions? With today's emissions levels, that remaining CO2 budget will be entirely gone within less than 8.5 years. There will not be any solutions or plans presented in line with these figures here today, because these numbers are too uncomfortable, and you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. You are failing us, but the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line. The world is waking up, and change is coming whether you like it or not. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President, you look...
Are you willing to leave your behind, sir? Say it. Are you willing to leave?
Mr. President, congratulations.
Welcome to the UN, sir. Are you willing to leave? Thank you very much.
very much. Mr. President, you look...
This is all wrong.
Sorry about the poor editing there. I'm here on my own. Can you believe that? Did you see that? Can you not feel that? And there's so many people on the comments and people who are adults, who are professionals that have real shows, not shows where you can hear the toilet closing in the background, Larry. And people, the comments that are coming in are people are like, she's an actress, it's fake, she's fear-mongering, it's apocalyptic, it's hysteria, it's this, it's that, and everyone just wants to. That's what the fucking internet is nowadays. Excuse my French. That's wrong too. Excuse my bad language. But that's what's happening. People are just going on the internet, keyboard warriors and everything. She sailed across the frickin' ocean and gave a 2-minute speech, and the whole frickin' world listened to her. And this whole heap of people come and they shit on her and they're mean to her and they say it's this and that. And while all of that's going on, no one's actually talking about the environment, the weather, the floods, the fires. You can ask Frankie McDonald. If you like my show, you like Frankie, and Frankie knows what's going on with the weather. So, and even everything aside, one of the main messages is when you do something good, people shit on you. It's a common reoccurrence. If you're good at something, I had two people insult me this year saying, "Oh, I'm Jack Casey. I'm the best at everything I do." Like, F you, man. Like, what do you, like, that's just like, is that jealousy? Is it putting someone down? Like, just because what do you think, like, anybody who did anything, like a shipbuilder or Mozart or anyone, you think they hung around and, like, just, watched TV and, like, had picnics? No, they were studying and they're focused because that's their choice and they want to do that. And now we call it, like, mental illness, And it really, sorry I'm not reading the comments for a second, but, oh my God, please stop mentioning the YouTube comments. You're right, I shouldn't mention the evil, but it's there and it's sad. But then I have to remember that there's those people on their TV shows and internet shows who have things to protect, or they're angry, or they're passive aggressive. It's not helpful to even mention it, but I'm mentioning it because it's real and it bothers me, and that's the way I feel about the whole thing. I think it's amazing what she's doing and that she's raised awareness. I've heard from scientists around the world. They're praising her. David Attenborough, David Suzuki. They think she's great. They said it made them cry. And other people are like, oh, she's fake, blah, blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest at the window. We have our very own environmentalist, Ryan Young. I'm going to go to a commercial break because I need to talk to Ryan. So we'll go to the song of the day, actually. So there's my rant. I was going to go on and on. I'm going to stop myself. I think it's, don't be shitty. Be nice to each other. And, we are consuming too much. We're consuming too much. And our governments need to make shit happen so that there's more rules and regulations so people just can't, anyways, let them do it. But don't crap on someone who's doing a good job. It just shows that you're jealous, that you're insecure, and you're coming from a place of fear, a non-educated place of fear. And that's the problem in the first place. We're going to go to Song of the Day. This guy's Song of the Day. So for today's Song of the Day, I'm going to play you my slow version of What's Going On, and it's available for free.
escalate. War is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. We got to find a way to bring some love here today. Picket lines, brother, and picket signs, brother. Don't punish me, brother, with brutality, brother. Talk to me, brother, so I can see. Oh, what's going on? 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 In the meantime. Gone. Got to find a way to make some here today.
Larry!
Picket lines, sister. Picket signs, sister. Don't punish me, sister. Brutality, sister. Talk to me, sister, so I can see what's going on. What's going on? 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 In the meantime.
So thank you for watching the Bass Guy Show today, everybody. Thank you, Sandy, for being here. Josh, that was Song of the Day. That was my version, a slower version of the song titled What's Going On with Marvin Gaye. And if you look into the history of that album, they did not want to release it because it had too many issues with the record producers and whoever, you know, and because it was all about, you know, oppression and repression and war, the Vietnam War, and violence and segregation and all these things. We learn that those things are bad. You know, we learn that racism, can't even speak, is bad. We learn that smoking cigarettes and selling. Do you know that all the cigarette industry people are now the same people that are into the fossil fuel industry? We learn things and we know that they're bad, and we learn, and that's what's happening right now. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal what she said and did, and it breaks my heart to see so many people jump at the chance to put her down. And I have to remind myself that I'm probably wrong in a lot of ways. There are a lot of people that do care, and there are things we can do. We can be open and transparent and talk to each other. We could use things like spirituality, like religion, love, music to communicate with each other. And we could, like she's saying, turn to the scientists and demand, you know, you need to vote locally. You need to get involved. You can do things yourself. You can not buy things all the time. You cannot drive so much or all the time. You could just do things. You can recycle all of those things, but you can do way, way more too. And then we could all get together like we're doing right now. There's protests all over the world right now saying we need to get our shit together. And there are people, professionals, standing by to do those things, but they don't have the power. So, and whatever I'm saying right now, there's definitely, luckily, my show is a total unpopular failure and nobody watches. But that's not true. We have really, really good people here, and small can beat big. My show only has a few people on it, and they've supported me through the years, and, you know, it's unbelievable, the love and support. Think about it, a 15-year-old girl getting all that attention, and there's Donald Trump in the room. It's just incredible. Like, there's something going on there for sure, you know. There's definitely something going on. I'm going to end the show once more with these clips and go. Thank you, and we'll see you on Friday, unless I go to the march. I don't know yet. My back hurts. I have spinal damage. This is incredible. Think about it.
Welcome to the UN, sir. Are you willing to? Thank you very much.
Mr. President, you look.
Are you willing to be Mr. Ohio, sir? Say it. Are you willing to be?
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe. The popular idea of cutting our emissions in half in 10 years only gives us a 50% chance of staying below 1.5 degrees and the risk of setting off irreversible chain reactions beyond human control. 50% may be acceptable to you, but those numbers do not include tipping points, most feedback loops, additional warming hidden by toxic air pollution, or the aspects of equity and climate justice. They also rely on my generation sucking hundreds of billions of tons of your CO2 out of the air with technologies that barely exist. So a 50% risk is simply not acceptable to us, we who have to live with the consequences. How dare you pretend that this can be solved with just business as usual and some technical solutions? With today's emissions levels, that remaining CO2 budget will be entirely gone within less than 8.5 years. There will not be any solutions or plans presented in line with these figures here today, because these numbers are too uncomfortable and you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. You are failing us, but the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you. We will not let you get away with this. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line. The world is waking up, and change is coming whether you like it or not.
Mr. President, congratulations.
Welcome to the UN, sir. Are you willing to meet? Thank you very much.
Mr. President, you look...
Are you willing to meet?
Mr. President, you look amazing, by the way.
Say it. Are you willing to meet?